Hello everyone. This is my cultural artifact I decided to tell a story about. As you can see, it is a bear in a marching band uniform. So pretty much the reason I chose this is because A, it was probably the best artifact I had. It's probably one of the more interesting ones. And also because this definitely was a part of my life that was pretty short-lived, but definitely affected me a lot. So pretty much what happened was sophomore year of my high school career, my band director came to us on our band rehearsal and said that there's going to be a group rehearsing at our school on the weekends once a month. And one of the reasons he was telling us because we got to use a lot of their instruments, which were brand new, which was really sweet. Really high quality trumpets, timpanis, xylophones, things like that. And he said that they were pretty much a professional marching band. They competed in a marching band league called DCI, or Drum Corps International. And pretty much what they did is they rehearsed once a month during the school year, and then when summer hits, they all got together and toured the country, playing shows all around the country, competing. And I thought that was pretty cool, so I decided to check it out. One of their camps I went to on Sunday afternoon after they were done, they gave a performance in our gym, and it was pretty amazing. It's definitely one of the more prominent experiences I can think about musically in my life. It was really loud, it was really intense. I'd never seen just brass played before, so that was a really powerful moment for me. And just to see the uniformity, I'd been doing marching band for 3 years at that point, started in seventh grade. Um, and I always wanted to get better and better and better, and to see them was like the next level. So immediately I was, how do I do this? What do I have to do? So I went to my band director the next day. I talked to him, and he said, well, the cadets are pretty hardcore. I was a sophomore at the time, only 15 years old. He said, maybe try your luck with a lower tier corps. So there's upper tier corps and lower tier corps. Upper tier corps are pretty much like your New England Patriots. They're always winning, and your lower tier corps are like your Cleveland Browns. Sorry, who are always losing. And Surf was one of those lower tier corps. This is the corps I marched. It's their uniform. The Jersey Surf. That's their logo right there. And these bears are sold by all the corps at shows. They're made by this company called Marching Bears. And a kid that I actually marched surf with, his mom is the owner of the company. She makes the bears. Um, and yeah, that's how I got the bear when I was doing surf. My parents bought it for me at a show. But yeah, so I'd never been to a drum corps show. I had never really done any research aside from what I saw after the cadets. I looked up on YouTube, Drum Corps International. Everyone's first response when finding something to go on YouTube and search it. Um, so I started going to their camps, and then tour came around, and I went on tour with them. And for 3 months we toured the entire country. Went as far north as Maine and as far south as Georgia and Mississippi. We went as far west as we didn't go very far west. I'm trying to think. Indiana we went to. I don't know if that's the most far west we went. Um, we went to Texas. Okay, Texas is the farthest west we went. Most corps travel all the way to California, especially the higher tier corps. Though we did not have the funding nor the means to do that, so we did not do that. But yeah, we would rehearse 16 hours a day. We would sleep on gym floors. Um, we would eat outside on the ground, sitting with paper plates out of a truck. Through truck food every day for 3 months, 4 meals a day. But yeah, 18-hour rehearsal days. We would have rehearsal blocks where we just work on the visual parts. We would have blocks where we just work on the musical parts. We would have blocks where we would go and individually work with our sections. So trumpets will work together and tubas will work together and etc. And then we would have, at the end of the day, we'd all come together as a big corps, and we would have ensemble rehearsal where everything is like the show, what the judges are going to judge. And once every other day or once every day, depending on how packed the schedule was that week, we would compete and get a score. And yeah, we went around doing that all summer. We qualified for finals. We were 22nd out of 23, which isn't amazing, but there's 50 corps in total, so I'll take halfway up there. What did kind of stink was the cadets won that year. So my band director had mentioned to me the cadets had a hole and that they had an opportunity for me to do it if I wanted to, but it was going to be $4,000 extra than what I was already going to pay, and it was also going to be much more intense. They won, so obviously they're pretty intense. So I didn't end up doing it, but I don't really regret it. Surf was definitely an experience. A lot of people do drum corps and really fall in love with it. I have friends that I did surf with that year that were 15, the same age as me, and then they did it for the next 6 years. You can do it until you're 21. I didn't do that. I was one and done. I enjoyed it, but I definitely didn't want to do it again. It was a lot of hot days, a lot of hard work, a lot of sleeping on gym floors, which was awful. I remember there was one day where I was so exhausted on tour, toward the end of the tour, um, and I just found a gym, and I laid down on the gym floor just for 2 seconds just to rest my eyes, and I woke up like an hour and a half later. I just passed out. No one could find me. I was just asleep. I just fell asleep. That had never happened to me before in my life, and actually hasn't happened since. I've never been that exhausted. So yeah, it was definitely an experience and one that changed my life a lot, especially for only having been 3 months. But yeah, so this is my artifact. Hope you guys enjoyed my story that went along with it. have a good day.